right, looking at these two teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Brown. Dort defending. Brown passes to Jokic. 4-3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of it.
And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Jokic with it. Hartenstein covering. Porter, the pass to Jokic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The marriage of a big man and touch. There it was from Jokic.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. The 3. Jokic grabs the board. And here's Denver. They kick it out to Murray. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Gordon. And here's Jokic. Murray with it. From downtown. Murray with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Pass to Holmgren. Dort for 3. Fires in the triple.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility of both ends. And coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And stolen by Holmgren. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Oh, that jumper so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
2 minutes
Gordon, the pass to Jokic.
2 minutes.
Gordon with a screen on Hartenstein. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. And stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Offline with a 3.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Screen by Gordon. Pass to Brown. Jokic with it. Outside for Porter. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. The three ball goes that time.
Looking to get it going. And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Out to Gordon. Williams against Murray. Back to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brown. Let's go with a 3. Gordon can't hit.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Hartenstein a screen. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Over Murray. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
Porter, the pass to Brown. Out to Gordon. Here's the 3. Can't get it to drop. Gets it off. He can't get that one to fall. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
They've got Russell Westbrook. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Chanchar. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Chanchar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And the former league MVP in 2017. A long list of accomplishments for Russell Westbrook, Brent.
Well, how many times, BA, have we seen players celebrated in the way that Russell has been as one of the best players in the league, move and transition to a role off the bench? He's done it with a lot of grace, a lot of class, and has been very accepting of his new role.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Launches a 3. No good there. Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Watson. Here's Chanchar. To the wing on the left. Westbrook, the pass to Chanchar. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Westbrook against Mitchell, and the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Watson. There's the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. And it's in there. And now just a three-point Oklahoma City lead.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done. And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by the Thunder. Westbrook right side. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6 foot, 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Now here's Watson. 5 points in the game. John Char's shot is off.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Nuggets trail by 5. Out to the right wing. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. John Char's got 5 points now this quarter. 1:19 left in the second period. Williams with the screen. And here's Caruso outside. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Watson. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Caruso against Westbrook. Here's Strawther. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. That one drops for him.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
The kick out to Williams. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Chanchar. Checked by Mitchell. Jordan, the pass to Watson. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. Shot from the low post is good. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Denver up 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Denver leading by 5. Brown passes to Murray. Now Jokic. Pass to Brown. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Always good to be leery of Jokic, the way he passes the ball. Navigates that arc so well for a big.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Murray is doubled. Pass to Jokic. Takes one from 10 feet. To the right side. Here's Brown. Outside Porter. Now here's Murray. Second chance effort. No good that time. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And they recover it. Porter, the pass to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Williams' shot is good.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
And here's Porter outside. Connects from downtown. Porter's got 9 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league in 2 steals per game. What a season.
Kept alive. Out to Gordon. Rejected by Holmgren. And a fast break now for the Thunder for the lead. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets.
Substitution on the court.
52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Chanchar's shot is off.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Westbrook with it. Hartenstein covering. Jordan, the pass to Chanchar. Here's Strawther. 6 on the shot clock. To win the run. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 3. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Out of bounds, it'll be Nuggets ball.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Here's Strawther. Fades away. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. They've got DeAndre Jordan. Hayden Watson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Denver is shooting at about 34% here in this game. Jordan, the screen. Throws it up high. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Now, how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pure from three-point range. And the Thunder lead by 1.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
And the dunk by Jokic. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Floats one. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, some imaginative offense on that play.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray with the drive. Here's Brown. Off target from outside. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Right wing. Holmgren finds Williams. Toward outside. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Williams. Porter the pass to Gordon. Jokic with it. Outside Murray. 5 on the clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Murray, one of those guys that you can classify. Is automatic from the free throw line.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Dort for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Outside Murray. Misses the 3.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Porter with it, guarded now by Williams. Puts up a deep 3. The shot by Brown, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far. Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Williams. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And the Thunder lead by 2. Murray passes to Porter. Here's Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. All alone on the break. He's all alone. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
Gordon finds Porter. From outside the arc. Brown's shot is good.
Man, tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Now here's Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Porter. Here's Williams. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Nikola Jokic.
With the big-time and one. This is now a 2-possession game.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Holmgren. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. He rifled that one in from distance.
SGA from way out there, knocking down the three.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Holmgren with it. Now Porter defending. Here's Hartenstein. And it's all from three-point range. From deep, Jokic. Offensive board. Murray.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That's his second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6.
At the line for 2, Jamal Murray.
And he's unable to get the second one. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Takes a 3. Can't connect. And so it's Oklahoma City winning this one.
That's the end
Just
of the
a
game.
gutsy performance. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce. Sabonis, then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Clock is at 3 from the high post. Second chance effort on the wing, Porter. Fires the 3. Rebound by Sacramento.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie, the force.
Keegan Murray came up during our conversation, and he remarked, Murray is just a classic wing. He has length, he can shoot it, he defends well. I really like his game. And I told our team to pay extra attention to him on both ends. High praise for Murray.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Sabonis. Pass to Murray. Gordon with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Porter with it. And Sabonis picks him up defensively. Here's Brown. Back to Porter from outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
And just a nice smooth stroke on that 3 from Porter Jr. He knows that shot very well.
Sabonis. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Ellis. Stolen by Jokic. To the middle. Pass to Brown. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Here's Porter. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Brown passes to Porter. Here's Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get one up. Murray for 3. The rebound by Murray. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Now here's Sabonis. And stolen by Jokic. Porter, the pass to Murray. To the paint. The floater. And the layup by Gordon.
Oh, an explosive finisher. Gordon is also skilled at staying in control and finishing through contact.
Here's Levine. He's scoreless. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Levine. Up and over Porter. Shot by Levine, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Out to Gordon from downtown. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Murray, a screen on Gordon. Back to Murray. Pass to Ellis. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic with it. Checked by Murray. Jokic in the post. DeRozan on him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keegan Murray. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Murray. 20 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And there's the drive. Ellis passes to Levine. Gordon with a steal. The shot that time not on target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
They've got Peyton Watson, Russell Westbrook out there with DeAndre Jordan, and it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Here's Chanchar. Here's the 3. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. Kings trail by 3. Outside Monk. 3-pointer. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And for Denver, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Well, Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
This goes to show you how important scouting is.
Number 23.
And luck.
Ellis is checked in for the Kings. Denver leading by 6. Pass to Strother. Inside. Uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got his first points of the game.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Monk. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Stan, you were a long-time coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's It's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a Jackson.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Nuggets on D. It's a 5-point game. Levine passes to Lyles. Back to Levine. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
A nice shot by Watson.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Shot by Levine, no good. The Nuggets lead by 4. Pass to Westbrook. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Strother. Monk covers. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Strother. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Launches it from deep. And it's Monk missing. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Jordan. Up and in on the layup. Jordan's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And you just have to be aware of Jordan on fast breaks. He runs the floor so well for a big.
Here's Sabonis. There's the drive. Soft touch off the glass.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Right side Watson. Let's go with a 3. For 3. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Lyles missing.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Malik Monk picks one up. Will stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniforms, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. Now here's Levine. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Levine's got 6 points.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. The 3 from DeRozan. Drops in the 3. DeRozan's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
DeRozan swift with it to beat the defender.
Here's Watson. Knocks it down from distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Monk. Valanciunas sets a screen. No luck on that one. Excellent defense there from Watson. For 3, Westbrook. That shot missing. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Nuggets ahead, up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
To the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drumline. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Peyton Watson really having a great game here.
And you can say his performance goes beyond the stat sheet.
Well, he's a great competitor. He makes positive plays at both ends, and he's a great teammate as well.
Taking a look at the Kings, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Porter's shot is off.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Ellis. Murray, a screen on Murray. Ellis passes to Murray. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. And coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
Everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing.
And so here's Sacramento. Denver getting their last shot to go. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yeah, this has been DeRozan's signature move for over a decade, creating for himself off the drive.
Gordon finds Murray. Here's Brown. Back to Murray. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
It's his second personal foul.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Here's Porter. After the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Sinks the tray.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
And it's DeRozan missing. And so Jokic will bring it up for Denver. 3-point lead. Murray, no good. The Kings have gone 4 of 8 in the third. DeRozan with the ball. Now Porter defending.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Ellis. And he's going for the oop here. And LaVine throws it down.
So good at getting elevated. LaVine rises up and hammers it down.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Now here's Jokic, still without a bucket. And here's Porter outside, counted from distance.
And once Gordon spots an open guy, he immediately moves the ball. Just well-coached offense right there.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis, and the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game. Malik Monk's checked in for Ellis.
In for the game.
Picked by Sabonis. DeRozan with the ball. And Jokic picks him up defensively, and the shot goes.
So smart with the ball. DeRozan works the pick and finds an opening.
Denver in the lead. Here's Jokic. Oh, Jokic powers it in. For Sacramento, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. DeRozan into the lane, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, you love the unselfishness, and makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Denver foul.
Sacramento shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Second
Free throw drops from Murray.
And the physical style Murray plays with will serve him well in this league.
And Sacramento making a change here. Carter's checked in. Porter from outside. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. And that misses. That would have put him up. And for Denver, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. Here's Brown. And the three-pointer goes. Brown's got 8 points. DeRozan against Porter. DeRozan passes to Carter. DeRozan right side. Over Porter. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Points coming in bunches as we... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Kings trail by 4. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Porter. 5 to shoot. The 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Lays it up and banks it in.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Brown. Shoots over Monk. The shot by Brown, no good. And Sacramento shooting at 49% so far in the game. Here's Levine, plenty of space. And it's all tied up.
And Levine knows he has the green light to take these shots, and his confidence is really impressive.
Here's Brown. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Monk for 3. That one doesn't drop. The Nuggets lead by 3. Jokic with it, guarded by Valanciunas. Brown. And again, Denver with a 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
It's tipped. The 3 is up. And again, Denver with a 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's Jokic. All alone. Not going to go that time.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Valanciunas with it. Checked by Murray. Valanciunas, good.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Another miss by Denver. Kings trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Monk with it. Lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
The shot by Brown, no good. And Levine has got the ball here for the Kings. There's the 3. The triple goes for Levine.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot. but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Murray comes in for Lyles. And DeRozan is subbed in for Monk. The offensive rebound. Out to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Back to Gordon. Oh, deflected. Levine with a steal. On the wing, DeRozan. To tie it up. A big DeRozan jam.
Yeah, man, DeRozan is fired up. These situations just fuel his competitiveness.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. Almost converts despite the contact.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for the Kings.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Porter from outside. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Might be time for a little different approach. This shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Over Porter. DeRozan against Porter. Fade away. And no good. Here's Brown. And he sinks it. And that one brings him within one.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
be the Thunder off the tip. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Doris, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Now, here's George, following the missed shot by Sabonis. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams. They get it back. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his team on the board to start the game for Oklahoma City. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Ellis finds Levine. And the chip by Levine.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Sabonis. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Kings. Murray with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Monks checked in for the Kings. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Kings. They trail by 6. Deep 2 from Murray. No good there off the double clutch.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
They grab their own miss. Hartenstein with the screen on DeRozan. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Kings trail by 6. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. 1:46 left here in the first quarter. There's Sabonis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Thunder have gone 4-10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, for all the athleticism he possesses, DeMar DeRozan's old-fashioned jumper is really the staple of his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot goes down.
Boy, this guy's so quick with the ball in his hands. DeRozan's acceleration makes him effective.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Kings trail by 5. Right side, DeRozan. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now, Gilgeous Alexander. He has 7. Poked away. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Sabonis at the elbow. Over Holmgren. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Mitchell. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Scooped up.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Ellis, he's checked in for Carter. Now, here's Sabonis. In the corner, it's Monk. Sabonis' screen on Wallace. Sabonis inside. Defended by Caruso.
Boy, you cannot give Sabonis this kind of advantage. He's got the kind of touch and focus necessary to score it.
For 3, Mitchell. Out to Wallace. Pass to Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. The Kings leading. Outside, Sabonis. Takes it off the glass. Sabonis has got 7 points in the game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Wallace, the pass to Caruso. No good, unable to end this run. 1 for 3 from beyond the arc and then some. And now a 6-point Sacramento lead.
You know, you gotta admire the range that this guy has. Monk just no fear when he pulls up from deep.
Caruso, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now Caruso, following Sabonis' 3-point attempt. Williams can't get it to go. Monk kicks to Ellis. Screen by Sabonis. Here's Monk. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Sacramento leading by 8. Outside, Sabonis. It's Ellis on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Sabonis' shot is off. Oklahoma City shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Williams. And there's the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 5. Pass to Valanciunas. It's Ellis on the wing. Valanciunas dishes to Monk. Traps in the tray. Monk's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Here's Williams. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Such a big-time athlete. LaVine makes the hardest moves look easy.
And LaVine with the slam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Kings. Murray comes in for Monk. Williams has a screen for Mitchell. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Sacramento shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 15. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the floor for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with LaVine, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. Dort against LaVine. Murray a screen on Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Here's LaVine. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Shoots a fader. Ellis outside. Sacramento again missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. looking to get it going. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And it's DeRozan missing. And they're trailing by 12.
Sacramento foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Hartenstein with the screen on Levine. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
It's good.
Boy, the rise and fire off the bounce by Gilgeous-Alexander with that length and release point, good luck guarding it.
Sabonis kicks to Levine. Back to Sabonis. Sabonis a screen on George. Levine's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 10. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points for the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And when your wing, like Murray, is moving the ball effectively, that really helps your offense to flow.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Miles checked in for Keegan Murray. Monk comes in for Levine. And it's Carter in for Ellis.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Carter kicks to Lyles. Off target from outside. And they're trailing by 5. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
The shot from 20 feet away. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. No good on the shot. And we've reached the end of the third. The Kings on top. They lead by 5. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Out to the right wing. Holmgren the pass to Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Kings. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He takes it in. Here's LaRavia, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Levine, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Dort.
Zach LaVine, explosive with athleticism, with his hops, with his ability to score the basketball.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Pass to Valanciunas, and stolen by Williams. From deep three-point territory. Here's LaRavia. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellis with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Levine wide open. Sacramento again missing. Thunder trailing by 9. Williams for 3. Kept alive. Dort kicks to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
When Levine plays with energy, there's very little a defense can do to contain him.
Over to the left wing. Valanciunas. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Hartenstein with the screen on Ellis.
Sacramento foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Sabonis against Hartenstein. Sabonis' screen on Williams. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Over in the corner, Dort hands it from downtown.
That's a big-time bucket. Lou Dort has unshakable confidence.
Sabonis finds Levine. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Over in the corner, Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. DeRozan inside. Defended by Dort. And it's good. 2 points.
Oh, my goodness. You could tell DeMar DeRozan demanded the basketball. He wanted the chance to be the deciding factor.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. And it's good off the back rim and in. 14 points for Lou Dort.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. To tie it up. A shot, no good. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They led by as many as 18 points. Levine dishes to Murray. DeRozan with a screen for Murray. Sacramento again missing. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. A 2-point game. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against DeRozan and taken away by Ellis. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Murray from deep three-point territory. It's money from deep.
And starting to see what this kid is made of. Murray not shying away from the challenge so far.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. They break. Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. the elite teams in the Western Conference.
Well, if you look through history, Kevin, the Western Conference has been dominant in the NBA. So much talent in this league, but it's been pushed to the left coast just a little bit. Multiple All-Stars and still teams fighting for the playoffs. So this is a huge matchup for us here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Hands it from downtown.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And Jokic throws it down.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too? Wow.
Outside, Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Murray. And the layup is good.
Some good anticipation there. Murray quickly out, leaking in transition and filling the lane.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
And there it is for him.
Aaron Gordon is one springy dude. When he gets the ball down low, it's hard to stop it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. And when it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there, help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Holmgren kicks to Dort. It's good from long range.
Well, if you're looking for a 3 and D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC. Yeah, the D's going to want to find MPJ, especially from the corner. He's consistent from there.
Outside, Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Gordon.
And that is a merciless dunk coming from Aaron Gordon.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Brown. And here's Gordon. Here's Brown. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Dort wide open. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Gordon with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray for three. Rebound by Williams.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray gets creative around the basket, that time dynamic off the bounce.
Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Over Murray. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Alex Caruso out there with Williams. Then it's Williams. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Wallace in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
Look, I know some guys are going to dunk, but when it's Westbrook, man, he fires up his teammates.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Mitchell finds Wallace. Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Caruso. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. And stolen by Williams. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. From the arc. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Mitchell outside. Lets it go with the 3. Jordan with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 8. And that one's good. Strother's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And the basket is good.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Watson for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Watson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, D.A., that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. The kick out to Williams. Hits it from 3-point range. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers in Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Junshard. Right wing. 1:29 left to play in the first half. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell looking it over. It's Williams, high post. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Wallace dishes to Williams. Caruso sets the screen for Williams. Fires from deep. Another miss by Williams. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Watson for three. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Up. He's covered by Watson. Outside Williams. With the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Russell Westbrook.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Jordan kicks to Watson. And it's Denver scoring again.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
The shot by Williams, no good. To the middle. Jordan. And another shot. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Get ready for the fans.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Thunder trailing by 12. So on the floor for Denver. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
It's Porter outside.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And there's another one for the Thunder.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Thunder shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league. He's got so many tools, and then you forget how good Murray is athletically. Gets up that time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Off target from 3-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Murray looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And it's Jordan off the drive. Comes up empty down low. The Nuggets leading by 9. Brown, the pass to Gordon. drives to the hoop, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon with that quick first step, getting to the rim off the drive, and no problem on that finish.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Dort. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer is right on target. Dort's got 6.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Brown. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He has 5.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. It's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. 6 to shoot. Back to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Holmgren's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray shooting with this kind of efficiency. Look how fired up the bench is.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
And they double up Murray. Porter finds Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. Denver passing it around. Murray outside. Off target from outside.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Taken away by Williams. And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point lead. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets leading by 8. And here's Watson. Pass to Chanchar. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Westbrook. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. Pass to Watson. The 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
I'm not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The kick out to Westbrook. Over to the wing. Here's Chunchar. They get the rebound. Pass to Strother. Out to the wing. Watson with it. And again, Denver no good. It's 2-on-1. Williams with a clean look. A three-pointer no good. Denver leading by 6. Watson, that's for 2. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Five on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Williams.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
That one misses. Under trailing by 7. Jokic with the steal. That's a 2 from Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
The Thunder with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Gordon finds Porter. Jokic with his screen on Williams. Porter outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Dort. Money!
Right spot, not blinding the lights for Dort. Ready for the moment. He took advantage.
And Jokic slams it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Brown pulls it down. This one for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's a 10-point Denver lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And a deep 3 from Murray. So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win. Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Wide open look here for Murray, and it's Denver with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Murray sets a screen for Levine. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by Murray.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's DeRozan. Hits the outside fadeaway.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
Jokic, that's in there. Murray with the assist. Jokic has got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Murray. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Goes up on the wing. Out to DeRozan. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Monks checked in for the Kings.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Murray, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Nuggets trail by 6, and the Denver Nuggets led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Stan, they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Porter with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Outside Gordon. Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. They get the rebound. Pass to Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Brown's got 5.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find it. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
From deep, Jokic. They get it back, kicks it out to Gordon. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And when his jumper's going down, Gordon's game goes to another level.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Knocked away. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kyle comes in for Keegan Murray, and it's Carter in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Murray, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Keegan Murray getting it done for Sacramento between his points and his rebounds. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
We've got Trey Lyles, Carter out there with Malik Monk. Then it's Sabonis, and it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
There's Porter with the 3. Rebound by the Kings.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's LaRavia missing. The Nuggets trail by 7. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver no good.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant. But that one scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Over to the wing. Here's LaRavia. That's in there. Carter with the assist. LaRavia's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Kings. Gordon outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Pass to LaRavia. There's the screen. Out to Carter. Here's Monk. Here's LaRavia. He's got 9. Here's Lyles. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's Porter with the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lyles passes to LaRavia. Sabonis is screen on Gordon. Here's LaRavia. And it's off from three-point range. Launches it. They get it again. Jokic kicks to Porter. Back to Jokic. The slam by Jokic.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Carter against Porter. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And a wide open look for Porter. Misses the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's LaRavia. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Nuggets trail by 5. Gordon goes in. There's the triple. Brown's shot is off. Sacramento's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Tipped away. Stolen by Gordon. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. It's stolen by Lyles. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to LaRavia. They could use a bucket. It's the three-point bomb. LaRavia's got 12.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis. Capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
It's Porter outside. And another miss by Denver. Kings leading now by 8. Tries to keep it alive. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Murray, the pass to Jokic. There's Porter with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Here's LaRavia. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nuggets trail by 5. Back to Porter. Tries the spin move. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Denver. 11 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Carter. There's a good screen. Here's LaRavia. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Kings on top, up by 2. Got a chance now to send it over to... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Russell Westbrook. Aiden Watson is out there with Jordan. And it's Janshar at the power forward. The Nuggets trail. Here's Westbrook. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Here's LaVine. Murray for 3. Traps in the tray. Murray's got 11 points.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And the basket is good.
And guys, so far in this one, Murray has been delivering offensively. This kind of scoring is what made him a high lottery pick.
Kings leading now by 5. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And that comes off the assist by Levine. Murray's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And this team needs to keep getting it to Murray. He is pouring it in, feeling it right now.
Here's Chunchar, off target from three-point range. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Murray, good.
And he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jordan kicks to Westbrook. Lets the 3 fly. Denver gets it back. Watson, the pass to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. And so Levine will bring it up now for the King. Sabonis finds Murray. On the wing, Murray. Sabonis sets the big for Murray. Oh, good with the triple. The Nuggets trail by 7. Watson for 3. To the left side wing. And stolen by Murray. 1:46 left to play here in the third.
And first step quickness that time for Murray.
For Denver, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Westbrook kicks to Watson. Trains it from beyond the arc. Watson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nuggets.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Back to Ellis. Murray sets a screen for Ellis. Murray outside. Chunchard grabs the miss.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Sacramento leading by 6. Rosen dishes to Murray. Knocked loose. DeRozan against Jordan. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. And some changes here for the Kings. Laravia's checked in. And Monk's subbed in for Levine. Here's Chunchar. Off the inbound. And he lays it up and in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Pass to Laravia. And here's a fast break. Watson leading the way. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Jones checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Throws it up high, and Jones slams it home.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Chunchard. Spins. Can't convert off the spin. Keegan Murray getting it done for Sacramento. And he continues to torment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Levine, Malik Monk out there with Ellis. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's LaRavia in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Nuggets trail by 3. Poke loose. To the paint.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
Pulls up for 3. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets shooting 40% from the field. Out to the wing. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Ellis with it. Out guarded by Murray. Levine wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And the Kings lead by 6. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
There's Porter with the 3. He doesn't hit that one.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Valanciunas, and he banks in the layup. And now it's an 11-point Kings lead. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
Pass to Valanciunas. Lays it up off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6 here in this quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Porter passes to Gordon. Takes a 3. Here's Brown. Out defending. A nice shot by Brown.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Here's Brown. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
The Nuggets trail by 4. And there's the drive. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Kings shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. There's LaRavia. No good on the 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Substituting on the court.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And way to seize the opportunity. Levine just smashing that one home.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And Porter drops them both.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Here's DeRozan. And Brown pulls it down. And here's Denver. They trail by 1. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Murray outside. He takes it in. Yes!
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
Here's Sabonis. Got it!
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Timeout called. Nuggets. Guys, what are their best options now?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Williams with a clean look. That 3 off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Pass to Sabonis. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Woo! Domantas Sabonis. We felt that dunk over here, big fella.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Over in the corner, Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
The kick out to Williams. Out to the wing. Sabonis with the steal. DeRozan inside. He's guarded by Williams.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Poke loose. Just 5 to shoot. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he misses his first shot. Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. No good from outside. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort to the wing right side. Stolen by Levine. Ellis left side. And it falls over the rim and in.
Showing off those playmaking skills. Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple. Williams has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Monks checked in for Ellis. Murray a screen on Dort. Levine passes to Murray. Dort against Levine. Back to Murray. Pass to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Sabonis has got 6.
Clearly, Sabonis has that shot dialed in before he even gets the ball. He catches it and shoots it with a quick release.
Over in the corner, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Monk. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. No coverage that side.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Sabonis, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort, and that one comes up a bit short. The Kings leading. Monk kicks to Sabonis. On the wing, Murray gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Holmgren in the corner. Levine against Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. That one's good from the corner. And it's 8 points for Williams.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Murray for three. Kept alive. Out to DeRozan. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. For the 3. And there's Murray on the assist from DeRozan. Murray's got his second bucket.
Showing the range. Murray is very consistent from out there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Over in the corner, Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Cason Wallace. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. There's Sabonis. It's good. Got that basket. He's now 5 for 9.
That kind of challenge isn't going to deter Sabonis. He's good at gutting through contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Back to Sabonis for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sabonis has got the lead up to 9 now for Sacramento.
Ooh, he is in the zone offensively. Sabonis is making good selections and playing with great intensity right now.
Buries the long-range jumper. Caruso's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Sabonis gets the bucket.
Playing to his strength, Sabonis goes to work inside.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Levine's checked in for Sacramento. Ellis comes in for Carter. The Thunder also changing it up. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Mitchell finds Williams. On the wing, Mitchell. Oh, good with the triple. And it's Sabonis with the ball for Sacramento. Williams with the steal. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Sacramento leading by 7. Monk with the ball, and it's Wallace picking him up. Sabonis, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Showing off his strength, Sabonis powers through the foul and gets it to fall.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And not really great numbers for him at the line, but really not terrible either. Right around 70%.
Caruso against Ellis. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Sabonis, the pass to Ellis. The kick out to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's DeRozan in for Trey Lyons. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Kenrich Williams. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Mitchell.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And RJ Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Here's DeRozan. Pass to Valanciunas. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. And the dunk by Valanciunas. And the Kings making a change here. Murray's checked in. The Kings have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Thunder trailing by 10. Outside, Dort. 1:03 left in the first half. Pass to Holmgren. Fires from the corner. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Thunder have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Dort wide open. Buries the corner three. Dort's got 5 now. Kings leading now by 7. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player, a great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been an elite scorer since he picked up a basketball.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Caruso's checked in. Levine feeling it out a bit. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Domantas Sabonis for the Kings. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And get ready for the fan half-court shots.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Domantas Sabonis has been exceptional here, guys.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Drops in the tray.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Kings leading now by 9. 3-pointer. Sabonis, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hartenstein with the screen on Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort.
Some energetic defense by Levine, using his speed to stay all over the shooter.
Ellis, the pass to Sabonis. On the wing, Murray. Back to Sabonis. Nice move. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And now it's an 11-point Kings lead.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first 3 points of the game. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Shoots. Sabonis, no good. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 10. And they'll get another chance. Williams for three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And Levine throws it down.
Such a fluid play. Levine is in the air, right on cue to put a smooth finish on that alley-oop.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's Sabonis with the drive. Over in the corner, Ellis. Back to Sabonis. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Sabonis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ellis. Monks checked in for Sacramento. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Dort. And it's off from three-point range. Kings leading now by 14. Lobs it up for Levine. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Thunder shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Over in the corner, Caruso. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Caruso's got 7.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Sabonis finds Murray. Back to Sabonis. To the inside. Williams with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Wallace.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Dort passes to Williams. From downtown, that's good from Williams on the assist by Williams. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Williams against Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Ahead by 9 is the... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Alex Caruso. Zhang is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. Wiggins surveying the floor. Takes it off the glass. Wiggins has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits. And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks the triple.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
The shot by Monk is no good. Thunder trailing by 7. Wiggins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Lyle.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Goes back up. Fades back. Gets rebounded by Oklahoma City. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Lyle. Lyle's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Lyle sets a screen for Ellis. And it's good for 2. Ellis has got 5 points now this quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 9-point game. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Off target with his 3. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Thunder trailing by 9. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Chang with a screen on Levine. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Wiggins right side. And the 3 off target. Kings leading now by 9. Outside Levine. Over Wiggins. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for Lyles. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Malik Monk. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jen. Chet Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sabonis with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Sabonis has got 29. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And the 3 ball is good.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Hartenstein passes to Dort. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Here's Sabonis. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. Sabonis blocked again. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.